Hi Sagittarius, welcome back to my channel. 'Tis I, the one and only Archer with Archer Astrology. Sagittarius, it is time to do your December 2022 love energy check-in. If it is still your birthday, happy birthday. If it is yet to come in these last few days, happy early birthday to you. And if it's already passed, happy belated birthday. Either way, I got a cake for you. So, we're going to take a look at the one on your mind when you clicked on this reading and found me. Hi, how are you? And take a peek at what's going on between you guys this month. You've got a new moon going into Capricorn. You've got the sun going into Capricorn and also a Mercury retrograde coming up too. Yep, that's right, guys. This season, this holiday season is brought to you by Mercury, the planet that spins backwards. Fabulous. So we will take a peek and see what's going on. I appreciate you being here with me, Sagittarius. You are one of my faves. If you would like, share, comment, subscribe, set the bell, do all that fun YouTube stuff that we do here, I would appreciate you indefinitely, unconditionally. And we do go live here every Wednesday night at 8 o'clock for a little all signs check-in. We just kind of hang out. Coming out with me here in my crab shell. It is quite a cozy place. The Eagle Song Hotel, California was indeed written about a Cancer's shell. There's mirrors on the ceiling to stare at, and pink champagne on ice, a little strawberry wine. We have valet parking for your chariot, Ferris Bueller style. There is an omelet bar with waffles, and leave a review on Yelp. Yeah, the Eagles wrote Hotel California about that show. So come hang out with us, and get your live all signs on. Yay! All right, Sag, let's see what is going on for you and the one on your mind for December of 2022. I appreciate you. Here we go. 2 shuffles for Sag. 1 and 2. All right, let's rock this deck for Sagittarius. We're going to use the Tot deck for your base cards and the Book of Shadows Tarot for some clarifiers. The bottom of the deck, Sagittarius, is you. 9 of Wands. Some strength coming through to get you through all these times, especially when you're the star and the focus of everything while the sun is in your sign and you're kind of sitting there going, I kind of just want a little Sag time. Could everybody back off for a minute? Yeah. This is giving you that strength to power through as we go into Capricorn, and you just keep on doing that healing and that balance that temperance is all about. So yeah, loving it. Knight of Wands. Wow, you are dominating this reading, Sagittarius. Somebody's coming in hot and heavy. The knight does show up on his steed, and he's coming in to make an offer. This is just like full steam ahead. If this were a water card, this would be the Chariot, because he comes with an offer. He comes bringing the roses, the dinner, and everything. Somebody's looking at you good. Told you. Gemini energy with the Lovers. And at the top of the Tot deck, this has Cupid on crack, firing those arrows down towards you and your person, making sure that you guys connect, because just in case that 5D connection isn't making a good solid connection, you only got like 2 bars of signal strength, then we'll just hardwire it right to each of you guys so that, they come towards you. Strong Gemini influence. You are dominating the reading right off the bat with the 2 of Pentacles. Yep. So they're making a decision and a choice, because the 2 of Pentacles in Archer's decks is not the will they, won't they card. Do I want to eat in the family room or the living room? I don't know. This is balance coming in, that you just sit down and eat and you're good to go. And the yin and the yang both come together. You're stable and ready to proceed forward to head up towards those 10 pentacles that you're requiring and requesting. Even see how it has the serpent that is actually eating his own tail with that king on the top. That is showing an infinite cycle. So this does go back, and it's something that you have taken a lot of time to think about, as your person. Capricorn shows up there as we come into it. And then a 9 of Cups. Wow, you are actually feeling very good here. Pisces energy shows up. Straight up 5D happiness up in your head. You're just feeling a little more positive, a little more outgoing, like that stress is all subsiding. At the beginning of the month, there was still a lot of anxiety, a lot of nervousness, a lot of anxiousness when the full moon was in Gemini, and then coming up near the end of the month as we go into the new moon cycle in Capricorn, that's when the happiness comes in, Pisces energy. I see that you guys alternate cycles too, 2 of Pentacles. Not those cycles, Sagittarius, possibly, but not in this case. In this case, I see that you guys alternate moon cycles. One of you guys is happy during the full moon cycle, and one of you guys is sad. And then during the new moon cycle, you guys decide to reverse roles, and the other person becomes sad while the other person becomes happy. So we got to balance that part out so that you guys kind of start working through that stuff because I see it's straight up happy and it's coming your way. Ace of Cups. Cancer energy shows up. So we got Cancer and we got Pisces, both signs that do understand love. Granted, sometimes it can be borderline smothering, but this also shows a little bit of drive behind it. And it's actually almost a complete cycle. You actually, if you take 9 and add 1 to it, you got your 10 of Cups. So maybe you're doing like the old school math, which I do prefer, but I also do like numbers and math for that reason. Because if you think about it, Sagittarius, numbers are the only thing in the universe that cannot lie. 2 plus 2 will always equal 4. In no way can it ever equal 5. So no matter who, what, or anything that lies to you, numbers always tell the truth. That's one of my favorite things about them personally. And this Ace of Cups is what's making you happy because, like, you know it's legit, you know it's honest, you know there's something solid behind it, and you just don't feel that old past stuff coming back this time. It seems like it's a little more driven and motivated with the Devil, Capricorn energy. I did say happy birthday to the Saggies at the end of the season, so maybe you are a Saggy Capricorn cusper or dealing with a Capricorn. There could also be some addictions involved. This might tie into the Cancer and the Pisces right here, where we mentioned, did I not, about the smothering of a water sign. It happens. We understand. We get it. So it could be something on a borderline to obsession, but I see it as almost like a motivation. There could have been past addictions involved, drugs, smoking, excessive anything to that extent. But this is also a motivation as we embrace all the Capricorn placements that are coming up right now, the sun, the moon, and the retrograde. You've got 3 points that 3 rocks up there in the sky are going to go into a cardinal energy. And the cardinal signs, think about your Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn friends. Hello. How much more extroverted they are. Your feelings won't be as introverted as a Sagittarius can do it. You'll want to like kind of word vomit a little bit more. It's not like word vomiting all over your shoes, but it's enough that it's like a verb where you're just like, oh God, that was disgusting, and you have to stop and brush your teeth type thing. So they're motivated forward. They're fighting off old addictions, old ways of thinking, and motivating forward with this Ace of Cups happiness on top of a 9 of Cups completion. And I see it coming in as like a page energy, small and little bitty energy, because the Princess of Cups in the top deck wears the same, her dress or her gown is the same kind of a pattern as the energy that radiates and emits off of this Ace of Cups. Red and green right now, of course, it's Christmas time, dum-dum. Okay, Archer. I also see blue, like being your power colors right now. Maybe even just like white. I know you're not supposed to wear white after Labor Day, but if anybody can pull it off, it's a Sagittarius. So possibly. This 9 of Wands, strength energy. That's literally like you in your head totally embracing your own energy. It's you. It's Sagittarius energy. And it's like putting in all the wands and it makes like a huge wall. It's huge. I've heard about it. It's fabulous. Sagittarius built it. Aries and Leo helped a little bit. Cancer and Pisces. It's fabulous. Trust me, this is the first I'm ever hearing about it, but it's a huge, huge wall right there. That's you coming out. So you're staying strong in your power and just proceeding full steam ahead because this choice has been made. And the person on your mind is looking at you and you are looking freaking good. Maybe they're kind of obsessed a little bit over it. It's kind of like motivation where nothing will stop. You're their like rock, you're their guidance, you're their little bit of Ace of Cups feeling where like when they're having like a bad day, right? And they're in their fields, they're quiet, it's like nobody wants to talk to them and they're just like, F this, I'm over it. Then like if they think about you, it gives them that little Ace of Cups feeling if they're just like, what would Saggy do? That type of thing. And it makes them feel a little happy to kind of motivate them through it. So I know it's one of those things where you want to sit back and you want to be like, Archer, dude, look, I really appreciate all these people wanting to like suck up my positive energy, and I like being the therapist, and I know that like I radiate just freaking awesome stuff, but I get tired. I get tired having to like jump around into people's 5D thoughts all night, and I'm only one person. I can only do so much. To which I say, hi, sorry about that. But yeah, so it's keeping you busy because you kind of feel it. And you're kind of like starting to do like the cat thing where you're like, wait a sec, what's going on? Something's coming my way, and you are the ever-seeking knowledge seeker and etc. So your quest is to always want to find out some more answers. Hangman to a 7 of Wands. right there. So let's get some clarifiers on this because it's looking really good. This is kind of like you had a good birthday party and you got home and there was somebody there to surprise you, or there was cake, or you got like flowers in the delivery person. Wow, that's what you call them nowadays? I don't know. And it's just kind of like you were like, wow, I didn't think this birthday was going to be this great, but yeah, okay, cool. And you kind of maybe second guess it a little bit just because you might not be used to it, but don't worry, man. It's all good. It's all good, Sag. All right, let's grab some clarifiers on this. If it's resonating, Sag, and you'd like to book a personal reading with me, you may email me at archerastrology@gmail.com, and we will talk tea, Boston Tea Party style. I guess Sag says, Archer, shut up. It's time you're taking too long, Archer. It's time to deal some cards out because Ten of Cups clarifies the Knight of Wands. Pisces comes in correct on top of you. Take that however it resonates. And your Knight of Wands, full steam, heading towards that Ten of Cups. And did I not talk about math and how the universe and numbers are like my favorite? Love math. I was a math major. I can't spell for crap, but I can't spell. However, I can add and subtract. And I see 9 plus 1. I told you, Sag, 9 plus 1, 10 cups. There's your hap. Happiness. Hap. Everybody's happy. And Spirit's like, he's right. He's right, Sagittarius. Listen to Archer. Because your 10 of cups that you're manifesting is coming straight up your way with Cupid on crack up there, firing the arrows off all over the place. And it could be that bad stuff. I don't know. But we're going to see. Wait, hold on. That's the bottom of the deck. We're not cutting either because we're 8 of cups at the bottom. So, dude, when the 10 of cups jumps, that's like Spirit saying, Archer, carry on. Just carry on. Go with it. Always trust your intuition. As a Sagittarius, it's your gut. If like your parents or your grandparents always say, oh, trust your gut, Sagittarius, pay attention. That actually does mean something right there because that's where your intuition, your fight or flight kicks in when that centaur's horse legs want to take off running or the man just wants to open her mouth and fight. That's when it kicks in. Your energy at the bottom of this 10 of cups is 8 of cups. It's all cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. A lot of heavy Pisces and followed up with Cancer. That, you know what Darwin says about the 8 of cups, Sagittarius? If you're walking away from something, much like all the tarot readers say, and then you must be walking towards something. Otherwise, you're walking into a brick wall. And Darwin says if you're just going to do that, then just you look plenty happy enough just pounding a hole through your forehead. So go ahead, talk to the wall. But however, Sagittarius, being a knowledge seeker like that, is much more towards walking towards something else, finding a new adventure. Because I've already read this book, Archer, and I'd like a new book. Do you got another book? I got another book, Sag. Let's check it out. Let's walk towards the 3 of Wands. Aries, Leo, and Sag. Aries predominantly showing, showing me that cardinal point that we were talking about when you hit into I believe it's called the Aries point or the Ram point or the cardinal point. When you hit a 0 degree Aries point. Let's say it's that. I'll have to look it up. I'll find out. But look, time's right. Your person's being told, look, the energies are right. The planets are lining up. Jupiter just went direct Sagittarius, or direct. Yeah, no, totally. It's finished up its 12-year cycle. It takes Jupiter, your dominating planet, 12 years to complete a complete solar return, okay? Knight of Pentacles energy right there. When somebody looks at you and goes, why do you take so long to figure something out, Sag? Just look at them and go, dude, do you know how long it takes Jupiter to get 1 year under its belt? Shut up. Literally. So if you think back to everything that's happened in this life cycle from 2010 to 2022, that's when Spirit says, okay, the time is right for the new 12-year cycle, Jupiter's next trip around. It's at Aries. It's at its cardinal point where it's time to start over, fresh new beginning, 3 of Wands style, and proceed forward. So all the good stuff, it's just like the world and the economy and everything. We go through 10-year cycles. You go through like 60s pop, 70s disco, 80s rock, 90s grunge, so on and so forth. The world goes in cycles. And so if you think back to everything that's happened to you from 2010 to 2022, and then you can new moon manifest. This is the new wolf moon right now, too. This is some serious moon manifestation shit. Grab you a notebook and some water. You're going to want it. You're going to need it. That you can set out, okay, here's what I didn't like from my last 12 years. Here's what I did like from my last 12 years. Let's amplify that. I would like to make the choice to amplify these parts and create the next. You're manifesting your Kim Velez, Abraham Hicks, manifesting, law of attraction style with everyone being you pushed out. clarifying onto this Two of Pentacles is the Five of Cups. This shows you up late at night, and look how she's got all those books, all those energies out, Scorpio energy here coming in, and there was a lot of Sag in the Scorpio reading. You may want to check Scorpio's reading out too. I don't know. Either way. But look how she's tired, up late at night, very down, very bummed. She's researched everything, and she's on the couch, and it almost looks like she's eating pizza by herself, even though it's actually crumpling up a note. It's like that last note that you read and you look at every time you have those memories, and it makes you feel bad, and you just want to crumple it up, but you know it's the last note, so you can't. That type of a thing. That's kind of where she's at, but the spirits are with her around there. So even when you're in that disappointment, it's still cup energy. It's still like how Scorpios can kind of secretively plan some stuff out and then execute it hardcore style. They tap into a lot more than Cancer and Pisces. And so it's showing that spirit hears you, even when you're in a place of lack, that why does this happen to me? What's going wrong? They're like, don't worry. You're manifesting some positive stuff. So sometimes it happens. It's like a stock market where it goes highs and lows, and you got to ride through it to get to your Nine of Cups up here with the Four of Wands. That's literally what you've manifested. And it's getting your birthday wish. Happy birthday, Sag. It's getting your birthday wish. Look at how they're just like, they're hanging pumpkins. What happened in October? What happened around Halloween? Maybe you just like wearing orange or black and orange? Or I don't know. Either way, I'm picking up on it. That with this Leo energy, Four of Wands, on top of this Nine of Cups Pisces energy right here, it shows that this was the wish. Maybe this is the birthday wish you made when you blew out your candles. Maybe it's just the wish you manifest subconsciously when you're like, I just want to be happy. When you're driving home without the radio on and just thinking like, why does this happen? I live in a fantasy land. It just never exists. Nobody ever takes the time to ask Sagittarius up. I just want to be happy. That's literally all you have to say in spirits. Like even when Sagittarius has reached out to me, or any sign, honestly, and they're like, Archer, I don't want a love reading. I just need some guidance, or I just need career. I want to know where the money's at. I'm like, okay, then you're cool. Let's go for it. And it's the ones that reach out in Archer. I just want to find love. I just want to be happy. Just by saying that, Sagittarius, that's what you manifest. Spirit hears it. And then they start putting things into place. If you go to the wrong person, they don't let that one work out. If you find the right person, they start to Ace of Pentacles, grow it from there. So your wish for happiness, it's 5 words. I just want to be happy. But it takes so much more to put it together. Think of like a painting and how it takes all the layers and all the colors and all the different that you have to do to like Bob Ross on crack and steroids and make that beautiful painting. That's the wishes that go into it. It's like the workings. Show me the workings of all this stuff, Sag, which for you, you love. You want to see each part as it goes along, where that Ace of Cups comes out with a Nine of Wands. Whoa, talk about coming back around right there. The strength that you're using, the energy at the bottom of the top deck is clarifying this Ace of Cups, that strength, that your Four of Wands manifestation and your words have so much power, Sagittarius. It's crazy how much power your words have. All those little things you say, spirit starts, tumblers start ticking and parts start clicking. Stuff goes on behind the scenes. You don't even know it's going on, no matter how much you want to, especially with all this Capricornian energy. Two of Swords comes out on top of it. See, just stay focused. You're staying zen, and you really tune in. Maybe you're getting more into manifestations and frequencies, binaural beats, and seeing what does 417 hertz do to my brain? What do I feel like? What does it do? Like, think about it, Sag. When you put on like that red shirt and you're like, you look in the mirror and you're like, I'm just not feeling this today. And you take it off and change and you wind up wearing all black. That type of thing. That red hits you with a frequency that you're just like, not feeling it. Like something bad would happen if I wore it. Or you put on, or flip it and you put on like the blue shirt and you're like, yeah, this feels good. I'm liking it. It's going to be a good day. That type of thing. That's how you zen out and really tune in to your other side, to the distant side, like a Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius can. And it takes you into that level. So, I mean, yeah, you're looking good. You're feeling good. And this happiness that you keep wishing for, it's like it feels like it doesn't happen. But each time, one of those little pieces manifests, like Nikola Tesla talks about. And I see a lot of 369 out of this reading. There's your 3, your 9s, double 9s right there, even the number 99. So your 369 method of Nikola Tesla, that's something to look into because it's energy, it's real. He knew what he was talking about with that stuff. And you couple that up with a little Neville Goddard or Abraham Hicks, and you start to realize that, whoa, okay, maybe it is just this one little thing of like all of a sudden the check engine light on my car goes off by itself and I didn't go to a car shop. Okay. And it doesn't ever come back on. You're like, whoa, That's because that one little thing lined up, so you didn't have to spend money on getting the car fixed, so you could hang on to it because something else is coming up, and you're going to want to do that. Like somebody's going to come in with an offer to go somewhere or do something, and be like, "No, I can't. I had to fix the car." But then this time you didn't have to fix the car, and you're like, "Hell yeah, I got the money. Let's go." Strength right there. Those little things start happening that keeps getting you like one step closer to where you want to go, and that motivation internally is what gets you there. So I totally dig it. I love it, Sag. All right, so let's take a look at a potential outcome as we program your chariot's GPS for destinations and coordinates kind of known. If you subscribe to the multiverse theory, then much like yours truly, then you'll understand that you can indeed use this as a tool, Sagittarius. And if you want to jump into different timelines, which I feel a timeline jump with that Jupiter thing happening. So if you want to jump timelines and program that, you take the good with the bad and go, okay, I didn't like when Archer brought up this Two of Swords Capricorn stuff. All right, let's instead of that, I'd rather that be like, what would I like that to be? Like I would like that to be like 10 Pentacles or 10 Cups, something like that. Then that's what you manifest. This is the point right here where you jump and hop the matrix and you go into another spot. And in that reading, Archer's got a 10 of Cups right there. And you're like, wow, yeah, okay, cool. So Stewie Griffin that one if you want, right? Either way, let's see what we got for potential future outcome for you. I've got currently hanging out here up in the brains and up in the energies up in the sky. I got heavy Cancer, heavy Pisces. You've got Gemini, big time, and it's kind of focused at that. Aries too, Aries Leo. So I know it could be anybody, but that could be the person, and that could also just be the energy points to watch. Maybe you want to check out a few of those readings. Either way. All right, let's see what we got here. If you would like to email me for a personal reading, Sag, please feel free, and I will answer back, and we'll get it booked up. My email address is archerastrology@gmail.com, and we'll take it from there. I do go live Wednesdays at 8, so feel free to come and hang out. And remember, Sagittarius, we are FHA compliant here at FHA at Archer Astrology, and this will resonate with any and all placements from Sun, Moon, to Chiron, out to the part of fortune. All right, potential future outcome for the awesome, sexy Sagittariuses for December of 2022. Here we go, Sag. Let's go for Sag. Love you guys. Appreciate you very much for everything that you do. Here we go. We got the Princess of Swords. More Gemini, little Libra and Aquarius on the side, just showing an upcoming, the battles and the struggles to stay zen, stay focused, and ground yourself out. It's getting to that point of completion, but using your words wisely and try not to let as much of that stuff get into you. Put you to 10 of Swords. See, you've got to finish the battle out and get to that point of completion, which is looking very good, where you find that Two of Swords Zen. You know, we had so much water, earth, and fire in the beginning that we got to get through that sword energy too. But keep in mind, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, this is more Gemini too, you know, coming full circle there, that they understand how a sword works. That, you know, because a Gemini, a Libra, or an Aquarius, they don't sit there all the time and go, ooh, water, oh my goodness, ooh, pentacles, oh my goodness, fire, you know, wands, like everybody else is like, oh God, swords, we're in trouble now, no, it's not, you know, maybe air signs, look at the others and be like, ooh, cups and earth, water and earth, ooh, mud, yuck, that sort of a thing, or ooh, fire and water, steam, boil it over, no, I'm good. You know, swords can't hurt anybody when they're just laying on a table. It won't do a darn thing, right? A sword doesn't hurt. A word doesn't cut until somebody picks that sword up and plunges it through your frickin' forehead. And then you're like, oh, do I take it out or do I leave it in? Do I take it out or do I leave it in? Take it out. That's how the healing begins. It's only a hole in the head. It's like tree panning, but different. Okay? So you come to this point of completion because it's almost like something quick comes up. One thing, one little battle, one tower moment. Because remember, tower moment can just be a paper cut. Those suck. Doesn't have to be a complete train wreck in the middle of nowhere. But you come to this fight, it's a quickie, 10 of Swords. That was a rough one. We're done. Ron Burgundy Anchorman style. It's like, that was a vicious fight. You know, I stabbed a guy with a trident. That whole thing comes out. Yep, 10 of Wands, and you get to walk away from it. 10-10 coming to a completion. I'm seeing those signs and those synchronicities. 10-10. Look that angel number up, and if you go all the way back into CB talk, you got 10-10 on the side coming out of there. So you've got to, hold on, get it in the right order there. Sometimes I'm ambidextrous. Sometimes I'm born lefty, and then thanks to kindergarten and Catholic schools and that, I was, you know, lefties are the devil's minions. So I was made to learn righty, and it's some, you know, either way, take it however it goes. Whatever, I'm done. Meanwhile, back at your reading, Sagittarius, you're pulling 10-10, 2 10s. That's a ton of completion right there. and all this happiness that you've been working on is ready about to come in right about now. And that Five of Cups shows back up the little bit of disappointment again, showing this same thing that when it clarifies onto the Two of Pentacles, that you might get a little too over worried about it because maybe your past comes out. But look how these two tens will break into the five. Told you how much I love numbers. The tens and the fives, the 55, the 5 and the 10, 105s, those combinations, when they sync up together like this, shows that you're at a point where you're just putting everything behind you and going forward. That you and your person's energy, the one in your mind, when they come in with this Ace of Cups, you guys put the past behind you. It's a new beginning. Same church, different pew. If it's a new person and you're just like starting from scratch, they come in correct to heal through all this. As it takes, these fives break down into 10, so they all sync up together. That when these downers come in, instead of feeling like everybody's against you and worrying about your past, you can actually put that stuff behind you. All the past traumas, the bad relationships, the no commitments, the cheating, the lying, all that stuff gets put away, set aside. All those old sad feelings come off so that you can go forward, because you filed all that stuff away in that last Jupiter cycle. So anytime you're feeling down, it's kind of like taking a sad song and make it better, where you get it out of the way and you have this sense of accomplishment that, like, I'm not going back that way again, and it's not happening. And your person realizes that if they don't get their act together and come in correct, that you can't go anywhere. This completion is like just a complete crossover. You're at the end and ready to start new. You can't have your Ace of Cups if you don't get through all the tens on the other side, and you're doing it. So it's kind of like you feel like why, like Spirit mocks you, like you don't know why nothing works out. Why does nothing happen? You know, why does it always happen to me? It's that kind of a thing. But you have to go through those completions so that you get to a point of passing the test and being like, I'm never doing that again, never again. And you pick those triggers up right out of the bat. This is why you start feeling down. Knight of Pentacles, slowest moving energy in the deck. Even the horse at that point would be like, oh, what did you buy me for? But check this one out. This Knight of Pentacles is doing the work. It's Archer's U.S. Postal Service card, because neither rain nor sleet nor snow will keep the Knight of Pentacles from delivering that Ace of Pentacles timely-ish. So it takes a little longer, but look at all the research going into it. And his little gnomes are helping him make a carrot garden. And this guy has done enough work. He's printed out instructions on how to grow the perfect carrots, and he's going to be known for the big carrot energy. He's going to have the best, biggest, greatest tasting carrots on the block when it's done. But much like any growth cycle, you got to go through the veg to get to the flower, to get to the bloom, to get to the harvest, to get to the et cetera and so forth. It takes time. And you might get to that point where you're like, you know what, I made this wish a long time ago, and like 2010, last cycle, 2010 to 2022, I've been, Needle's getting a little tired of being stuck in that groove. We're kind of wearing this song out a little bit. I'd like that happiness I asked for. And you notice how the Ten of Cups is waiting to come out, because that carrot's got to finish growing before he pulls it, right? Right. Knight of Wands. Wow. So you come back around to the beginning with that full steam ahead. And even when stuff gets to you, like you see how those little lizards down there are all over her table, but it's not affecting her. She's still getting ready for the dinner and the presentation. That whole Freddie Prinze Jr. feel. When that gut feeling kicks in and your intuition kicks in, you kind of learn, like much like I said, how I don't like that Five of Cups, Archer. I kind of wanted that to be the Ten of Cups. Can we get the other 5 cups so that we can get where we needed to go? I wanted all tens across the board if we could. And it's like, all right. So you come in with the moon, straight up Pisces energy right there. And that's showing how you talk to the moon. Much like a Pisces is like, basically a Pisces has already transitioned, crossed over. They can connect to the other side and talk to them like on a regular basis. It's a piece of cake for them. Like, think about your Pisces as kids. They always had imaginary friends, and they always they were just dreamy and kind of wandered off and just did their own thing. And you're always like, what is Pisces' deal? That's that moon energy. And we're in that new moon, that wolf moon that I told you is hardcore. New year, the 12-12 portal hitting, where all the old goes away. Jupiter starts its new 12-year cycle, and this moon manifestations come in to get you to where you're going. So Pisces clarifying some Sag energy there, that whole talking to and from the other side, where Spirit's like, we heard you, Sagittarius. We're working on it. It takes time. There are so many little intricate pieces of a puzzle you have to put in to get there, that each moon, it comes back around. And remember what I mentioned about your person caught it. Remember how I mentioned that your person is always happy during one cycle of the moon, and you are the opposite during that cycle of the moon, and you guys keep crisscrossing? That's showing this completion on your side, Ten of Wands, that you guys start to balance that out, and work together to heal through it. And on your 5 of Cups, we have you with the 8 of Wands, the communication. Your person learns how to speak Sagittarius, understands when Sag needs Sag time, understands when Sag has that whole time. Sagittarius are the ones that'll be like, I don't have to tell you I love you. You know I love you. That whole thing. And cross watchers, we know you all hang out here. It's cool. You're welcome. It's fine. Come on in, hang out. Just, leave your hat at the door for a minute. Because when you communicate into Sag and you get that part down right, then you'll start to understand a little more that if a Sag is making time for you, the Sag loves you. The Sag cares about you. If they don't care about you or love you, Sag don't make time for you because Sag ain't got time for that. And they just buy Felicia and they will communicate it to you. A Sag knows how to use their words wisely. If a Sag opens their mouth, either something good or something bad's going to happen right there. And that communication is key because that's spirit talking to you that you guys start to work together and you feel like you can open up more. You finally have somebody here with this energy, with this water energy, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, that you can talk to that actually says, how are you doing, Sagittarius? And you get to tell them about your day and they just listen and they show some attention and it becomes more of a two-way street. It's not so much about one-sided healing and one-sided love and loving yourself and self-love. That stuff is overplayed. It's so last cycle. Now it's more about healing together, doing the work together, and coming into harmony and balance. That's what we're setting out for the next cycle. And you are indeed leading the way with your dominating planet. Saturn and Jupiter own the show. Knight of Pentacles, it's slow moving, but slow and steady does indeed win the race. Sag, this is a bomb.com reading. I don't care who you say. So I appreciate you all for being here, for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Remember, we do go live Wednesday nights, so set your bells for notification and follow along. Page of Swords all you want. You can stalk me here anytime you want. Cross watches are allowed. And we are indeed FHA compliant here. Wah, Two of Swords. We are indeed FHA compliant. So this reading will indeed resonate to any and all Sagittarius placements in your chart. I don't care if it's your sun, your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Neptune, your part of fortune, or a planet that has yet to be named. If you're up in the sky with the archers, you are welcome here. Make it a great one. I love and appreciate you all, and I will see you next time. Peace. Yeah, cheers.